All right, guys, I got some new music. And if you want to find out what I'm listening to, come right back after the intro. Welcome back, guys, and this is Life with Stan. And guys, we are here again with another reaction video. Guys, I'm super excited for this one because today we're going to be listening to John Prine, and the song is called Sam Stone. All right, guys, with that being said, I need you to sit back, relax, and watch me react.
And all the way through the show.
All right.
Okay, see you, John.
This song I wrote a couple of years ago after I got out of the Army. Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas. And the time that he served had shattered all his nerves and left a little shrapnel in his knee. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain and gave him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a monkey on his back, there's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He went to work when he'd spent his last dime, and Sammy took to stealing when he got that empty feeling for a $100 habit without overtime. And the gold rolled through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. Well, he played his last request while the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hovering in the air. But life had lost its fun, and there was nothing to be done but trade his house that he bought on the GI Bill for a flag-draped casket on a local hero's hill. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios.
Oh man, guys, what a performance. This right here was very powerful. I love the storytelling. This right here, it makes me remember. First of all, before I even get into the story, I'm gonna tell you guys. First of all, I just want to say I love his voice. I love the storytelling. This really hit home for me, and I'm gonna tell you how it hit home for me. When I first started my job, I've been working at a certain place for 18 years. It is the world's greatest electronics store. Hint, hint. So I started this job that I'm at right now 18 years ago. The year was 2004, and there was this old military veteran named Benny who used to come in my store, and for some reason, he always found me, and all he wanted to do was tell his war stories. Now, for me, I didn't mind because I didn't know Benny at the time, and I love to hear stories. You know, it fascinates me to hear a part of your life. Now, he used to come in there with his daughter sometime, and they would shop at my store. And his daughter would try to shoo him away because she didn't want him to bother me because she thought I had other customers to tend to, which she was right. But I didn't mind because Benny has some hell of a stories. He was in Vietnam. He also had a Purple Heart himself. And he would just tell me about stories about when he was a medic in Vietnam. So he would tell me some hell of a stories, and I would just sit there and listen. And I always would make sure that, you know, I was paying attention and I was listening because I actually love his stories. You know, I look forward for him. They normally come in about once a month, and I look forward to seeing him and hearing his story. And he would always find me, and we would always talk and shoot the breeze. And I'm going to tell you how I tied it into this song right here, because when he was talking about Sam Stone, you know, the song Sam Stone, the first thing that came to my mind was I was thinking about Benny, you know, my friend who used to come in the store that I work at, and this would tell me these stories about way back when. Now, like I said, his daughter, you know, she would try to shoo him away, and then she would come and talk to me, and she was like, "Oh, I know you're tired of hearing Dad's stories. He tells us those stories all the time ever since, you know, we were kids." And I told her, I was like, "Ma'am, you got to understand, you know, this guy right here, he's not my father. You know, he's just a guy that comes in the store that I just happen to create a great friendship with. And I love hearing his stories because even though you have heard these stories over 100 times, this is the first time I've ever hear these stories. So for me, this is a wonderful and amazing." So kind of cutting the story short, many, many years later, like I say, I started at this store in 2004. I've been with this company for 18 years now. Many, many years ago, I saw his daughter, and she came in the store. And I was looking for him, and I didn't see him. And so I went up to her and I said, "You know, where's Benny?" And she was like, "He passed away." And I was shocked. You know, this was a guy, he wasn't that old. You know, he wasn't that old, and he survived Vietnam. And I wasn't prepared for him to pass so quick. And I talked to her, and I told her I was sorry, and I told him I loved him coming in the store, telling his stories, you know. And then she told me, which, you know, got to my heart. She said, "You know, you did a great thing for my dad. You know, my dad always talked about you, you know, always talked about how you had, you know, a beautiful smile, a beautiful personality, and how he always loved coming to talk to you, because where other associates in the store would run away, you would always come and talk to my dad and give him a few minutes of your time to hear those stories. And I told her, I was like, I love those stories. I love your dad. Like he was a major part of my life, you know, for meeting him all these years and hearing these stories. And I told him, you know, his legacy is definitely gonna live on. He served his country proud. You know, he went over there, he fought in the war, you know, he did what he had to do. He helped save lives. This guy was a medic, you know, he was a paramedic in the war. And he helped save soldiers. And I'll never forget this man, you know? And I'm so happy many, many years later, because Benny's been gone for a while now, to talk about him on my YouTube channel and to spread his memories to you guys, my viewers, and tell you what Benny has done, you know? And when I was listening to John sing this song, like I said, it hit home for me because I thought about Benny, and I thought about Benny being Sam Stone, because Benny would tell me, you know, about the war and how, you know, he would say this arm right here was messed up, and he would say he got scrap metal where he was close to the bombs and the grenades when they was going off, and they would go into his back, and he would show me the damage to his legs, and that man went through a lot, you know. And for me, to have not done nothing on this earth so far, just to be here to listen to his stories, that was the least I could do for him serving his country. That was the least I could do for him serving his country, is to sit there and hear his stories. Guys, with that being said, I love this dude's voice. I love this song because, like I say, it cut home for me. It made me thought of Benny. May he rest in peace. Because he is my Sam Stone. Benny is my Sam Stone. He's a hero to me. And with that being said, this right here, this artist right here, John, man, he really hit it home. And when artists hit it home like this, when I make an emotional connection to the song, guys, I gotta hear more. I need to hear more. I would like to hear more. So, guys, if you're fans of him, go ahead and hit that like, share. No, my bad. I'm messing up right now. This is y'all guys gotta excuse me for this one. You got I'm trying to tell this emotional story and keep it together. And I'm trying to still do my YouTube thing. So guys, if you have songs of him that you want me to react to future reaction, make sure you go ahead and drop those comments down below. And guys, if you're enjoying the reaction and if you're enjoying my stories, make sure you go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and come back here tomorrow when we'll be doing another reaction video. Now, who I'm going to be reacting to, I don't know. That's up to you guys to drop those stories. I mean, God, that's up to you guys to drop those comments down below. All right, guys, I got to apologize for this one. I'm not on my game on this one because this one right here, it caught me off guard. It caught me off guard because you don't know how music is going to affect you. You know what I'm saying? And when I started listening to him sing and I started listening to the story that he was telling, the first name came to my mind was Benny. You know, how he used to come in the store and he would always find me and we would always talk and he would tell me his war stories. And I was always happy to see him. And, you know, life is short, man. I'll never forget the day when, you know, when his daughter came into the store and I looked for him and he wasn't there. And I knew something was wrong and I knew something happened. And, you know, I miss him. I miss that old man. I miss listening to his stories. I miss everything about him. I guess what I want to say is, Benny, if you're out there in heaven, man, may you rest in peace, my brother. You did a good thing here on this earth, and your legacy will always live on. I am here on this earth, and I will always tell you a story. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here and film another video. So with that being said, guys, when you see this little face, I need you to sit back, relax, and watch me react. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me?